Hello, good morning. My name is Sandra Esinamapen and welcome to Business. The country would make some significant savings on its import bill for commodities from next month. That's the projection from Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta as the Ghana Commodities Exchange becomes operational. The exchange will be the formal platform that will bring together buyers and sellers of commodities.
The truth is, usually the market is ahead of the regulator. That is it, because the market is always looking at ways to do their job better. And I think that at the Commission, we also need to deepen our capacity to keep pace. Now, I mentioned the fact that we are introducing the regulatory sandbox license. Now, this is a mechanism to help to promote innovation, because if, let's say, a new product or service is being brought to them by any of the market operators and we don't have existing regulations, then that becomes a roadblock. But with the RSL, we'll be able to place such innovative ideas that do not have either existing provisions or no provisions at all in our regulatory framework, then we can house them under the regulatory sandbox license so that we don't stifle innovation and creativity.
So managers of the exchange are expected to start trading with grains like maize and later focus on cash crops and metals. To other stories now, the Securities and Exchange Commission will in the coming month be introducing a set of regulations to monitor and regulate business innovations that has so far not been regulated. So far, SEC and other financial regulations have been largely blamed for recent developments which led to depositors losing their funds. But in an interview with Joy Business, the Director General of SEC, Reverend Ogbami Tete, said regulators of the licenses will be introduced to keep the pace on the market. All right, so let's do some other stories. And the National Board for Small-Scale Industry says they are looking forward to the implementation of the National Policy for SMEs. Executive Director of the National Board for Small-Scale Industries, Kwasi Yankee, said the policy, when implemented, will help resolve funding challenges facing the sector.
The National Policy for SMEs, which is currently at the Ministry of Trade and Industry, when implemented, will create an SME-friendly business environment, facilitate acquisition of modern and appropriate technology, and inculcate an entrepreneurial culture. Speaking at the Engine program in Accra, Executive Director of the MBSSI, Kwasi Yankee, said she looks forward to its implementation in November this year.
And when we talk about strengthening MBSSI, over the years, there's never really been a strong policy on micro MSME policy. And currently, the MOTI has been working on it for some time now. Now, with that, we'll be able to build on and stand on and also look and when we're talking about transformation, really building the capacity of the staff, really institutional strengthening, right, which becomes like what types of programs are we delivering that is in alignment with the work and the government policies that it's delivering. You're also looking at it in terms of even office buildings. How do they look like, because people always want to be associated with something that is good.
Country Director of Department for International Development, Andrea Collin, said his office is doing more by way of support to businesses in Ghana.
Engine's program is part of wider UK government efforts to support economic development in Ghana. In line with the Government of Ghana's Beyond Aid agenda, DFID is focused on supporting Ghana to stimulate investment and improve the ease of doing business and mobilize Ghana's own domestic resources to create jobs and prosperity. And you will have seen that the UK Prime Minister May visited the continent earlier this month and was clear that she wants the UK to be the biggest G7 investor into Africa over the coming years. And you might also be aware that we had a major investment summit opened by His Excellency the President just last weekend and attended by over 50 UK companies, which we will hope will bring a lot of investment into Ghana.
The Engine program was organized by the British High Commission in collaboration with the Department for International Development, DFID. The event celebrated top 60 entrepreneurs who have been supported by Engine.
So let's go back to our earlier story, and the country would make some significant savings on its import bill for commodities from next month. That's the projection from the Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta as the Ghana Commodities Exchange becomes operational. The exchange would be the formal platform that would bring together buyers and sellers of the commodities.
I suspect that come November we will see it. Its full manifestation. And it is a critical linchpin of what we are doing, especially with the successes that we are seeing with the planting for foods by Minister Akuto-Afriye. The need to have more warehouses to be able to store especially maize and other products in this time, so that the issue of food security and cost of living will be managed. So it's a critical intervention that we are going to have.
You talked about post-IMF program and the commitment. Do you see this as more of a challenge or rather an opportunity for us to convince the development partners that we mean business when we say Ghana beyond aid and we can manage our economy?
No, I think it's an incredible opportunity. I mean, what we have done as a country these 20 years far surpasses anybody's imagination. And to have S&P upgrade you at this juncture when you're about to exit is a real show of confidence.
That's all for business this morning, but do visit myjoyline.com/business for more business updates. My name is Sandra Isenamapen. Thanks for watching.